Pick a few rocks to put into the green pot. Could you pick like 4 rocks?
Sure.
And I'll pick some. Not too big and not too small. Good job. I think that should So we have this shelf. I've shown this to you before. That has been in our garage, and the weather is nice now, so I'm itching to do something with this. I think it's real wood. That's what my mother-in-law said. She picked it up for me. I got it on Facebook Marketplace, but she picked it up and brought it. But I've never done a real wood project before, so like stripping it and then potentially staining it. I don't know. But it's so pretty, and I know exactly where I want to put it in our living room. I'll have to show you. But I am itching to get going on it. It's just been sitting out here all winter. So this is the corner I'm thinking for that shelf. Right under here. Obviously this recliner would have to move, but I'm thinking move that and then have our couch over here. And I figured I'd slide it over a little bit so that it would be next to the bookshelf there. So I think it'd be really pretty for it to be a wood, but like I said, I've never stripped anything before. I don't know. You can also get, you know, different stains and things like that. I don't know. I think I need to do some research because I'm definitely new at a bigger project like that. But I think it'd be so pretty right there with everything else I have, and then I could even do like some plants on top. We have a lot of children's books here that some of them I would just leave because I like that, but then some of them I put on there, as well as some of our books too. Just, you know, things that I want kids and people to have access to. So I think it'd be really pretty. I'm just itching to get going, but that should probably be on my to-do list, would be to do some research on that. I feel like this video is all over the place footage-wise, but that's just real life. I have little bits of time here and there. So yeah, but one thing that I have really had more time for, because in some ways you have less time when you're a mom, but more time since I'm home, like when I have a down moment, I'm trying to read more instead of just looking at my phone or, you know, doing something totally random that's not actually productive. Because reading is productive, of course, in other ways. It's also really relaxing. I'm currently reading the Narnia series in a little book club that I'm in, and I read them. I don't know if I ever read them all as a kid. I know I read the first few, but we're going to read them all. So I'm currently reading them, and I am on the third book now. So I read The Magician's Nephew, which I had definitely never read, and then I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and then I'm on the third one. But I'm having the same experience as I did a year ago when I was pregnant and sick. My husband and I started watching The Lord of the Rings, and I have not read those books either, and I want to. But the spiritual components of that story were just jumping out at me, which would not have been a thing before. So I'm having the same experience with the Narnia books, and I'm just so amazed that people can convey these things kind of indirectly. Like, they're not really coming out and saying it. Sometimes they are, but usually they're not. And it's been so healing to my soul. Partially, I think, because I'm seeing people who have gone before me that have had the same realizations. Other people have come to the same conclusions that have gone before me, which seems obvious. But anyway, I've just really been enjoying that and seeing things. I don't know. I want to get into more classic literature. Like, there's so many books that I want to read, and I'm like, I read in short amounts of time. It's funny because I say I have more time, and kind of I do, but maybe I'm just making time for it. I don't know. So many that I want to read, but I'm like, if this is how it is, I want to read everything that I can possibly read. We'll see. I don't have endless amounts of time, even though I feel like I do have more time. But I also think that I'm learning to slow down, and so I'm making time for things that are actually meaningful. But nobody let me start a book channel now. No, I won't. I don't. I barely have the bandwidth for this one, honestly. And I want it to be, or I'm very convicted of it just being kind of an overflow of what I'm doing in the home. The home comes first. Just thought I would share that because, yeah, that was one that I had read as a child, and none of that really stood out to me in the way that it is now. So I had hoped also to get the cupboard doors off in our kitchen. I think I shared about that literally over a month ago, but I don't know if I've shared that my husband is in school and also working full-time. So we're in a very busy season, and I had just asked him to do it, and then he said he has a test coming up, so it's just life. So hopefully we will get to that eventually, because I've had that cupboard organized and it's so pretty and I want it exposed and open. But this is just the nature of life. Things just have to be slow. They have to happen when they're able to. So we will get to it eventually, slowly. But I just wanted to share about that. If you guys are interested in hearing more about like what I'm reading and things like that, I have found a few channels that I really like that they talk about books. Some of them are book channels, some of them are not. I would say they're more homemaking channels. But I do think that is part of homemaking. Like, I read the Sua Domestica by Lila Lawler, which I will link that video below, and then also the books are linked. She said that as a homemaker, we should spend time reading books because we can impart that, you know, the wisdom, the stories. I don't know. Obviously, if you homeschool and stuff like that, you know, like reading aloud is a big part of that. And that's definitely what I want to do in our home. But then you yourself have to be reading the books too, so that you kind of know what you like and what you want to share with your family. I might still start including it in my channel a little bit, because I actually do think that that is an overflow of the homemaker, like of her vocation. So maybe I will. Maybe I just won't have to start a book channel. I can just include it under this. Like I said, I feel like this video is all over the place, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. And coming home has just been so healing to me. It's taken a long time to get here. There was a lot of stuff to undo and relearn, and I'm still every single day having to be disciplined in that, but it's great and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So I hope that you enjoyed and hope you have a wonderful day.